Hello, Flosstube.
Greetings.
I'm Laura.
I'm Joe.
Welcome to the Slovak Farm.
This is the farm where we grow cross-stitch.
One stitch at a time. Today is Monday, June 9th. Why was that funny?
6-9.
Okay. I can't even. Okay.
I heard it on a video today. I had to share.
Yeah. Today is Monday, June 9th. Welcome to another week of Flosstube. Last week was... We had Needlework Guild on Wednesday night.
Yeah, it was fun.
Yes, that was fun. I'll show you the project that we made and the haul that we got. I don't have a whole ton of projects that I stitched on because I only stitched on one thing. Or, well, 3 things. You've seen one of them, though, because we were late filming last week because of the pool. The week didn't really get much better.
Not a bad week, but
Frustrating. Everything that could go wrong did, and it just... Frustrating. Frustrating. So, not much to talk about, though. We did go to Medina on Saturday on a little day adventure. I don't know. Day adventure. I don't know what you want to call it.
a husband and wife going on a trip in their favorite magic ship.
As we were walking back to the car from the pizza place, because the pizza place was open because the oven was fixed. As we were walking back from the pizza place, we walked by the used bookstore in Medina, and they were like, "Here, have a 10% off coupon." And Joe's like, "Let's go to the bookstore." And I'm like, "Okay," and I bought $3.
I knew they wouldn't have anything for me, but I'm a good husband.
Yes, and then he went and spent a bunch of money at Sweets and Geeks.
We.
A lot of that was you, buddy.
Okay, the D&D stuff was for us.
It was a lot of money. Oh my god.
Only a quarter of that was actually my candy.
A lot of money.
You know, but hey, we got D&D figurines and all that jazz.
That we did. Yeah, we did. We have D&D figurines now.
Yep, and in a couple of weeks, hopefully I get to learn how to paint them.
Yes, they're having a RPG, did I say that right? Yes, day over at Sweets and Geeks, and one of their activities is making, like, figurine, miniature paint and take. I'm assuming you buy the figurine, you paint it, and...
The other cool thing they have is they have a LARPing group there.
Live action roleplay, because most of you probably don't know what that means.
And it's dangerous if it's close by. You can already hear it now. No.
So that'll be adventures in a couple of weeks. Alright. Well, let's get into this. I'm not so sure how long today's video is going to be, because like I said, I only have a few things that I stitched on. But let's get into this. Shout out our commenters.
Bridget, Ann, Faja, Teresa.
Thank you all so much for commenting on our video.
Oh, Faja actually said that watching our videos is one of the highlights of his week.
Well, I am glad. Thank you all so much for watching our videos. Let's get into whips. Daily 30 was Hampton Court Palace week. And I started the week with my stitch along, my Star Touched Meadow stitch along. Sal, you guys saw that last week because I had done all the stitches on it last week. It's sitting right in front of me. So, moving into the actual prompts, I did Calla Lily Bride by Nora Corbett for all of the prompts. Tuesday, I was just a puddle of blah and didn't really stitch all that much. So, I officially have 4 of the 5 prompts done because I used my free pass on Stitch on Something with a Body of Water. I have finished Stitch on the Whip That Has Haunted You, Stitch on a Whip That You Have Changed, and Stitch on Your Most Regal Whip. That is Calla Lily Bride. Don't ask me what colors fabric that is. It's Silk Weavers. Silk Weavers apparently doesn't dye fabric anymore, or if they do, they have completely ignored the fact that I put an order in when I still lived in Illyria. No, we were living here. But anyways, that was 601 stitches, and yeah, like, no, that was 901 stitches. 600 and something of it is beads, and I am partway through the final Hampton Court week prompt, which is to stitch on a whip of choice, because I got done with my Sal block. I didn't have much to do today, so I got done with my Sal block early and started stitching on this, just because I want to try to get Hampton Court Palace week done. We'll see. I'm hoping that it gets done this week. So that was last week. Then we moved into the weekend. And where'd it go?
I don't know.
Where did you go?
My lovely.
I had the cover for a whole piece. I literally paused the video so I could cuss and find it. Anyways.
Hey, that's one of the 2 guaranteed ways of finding something.
Pretty much. So for this month's monthly, I am working on the Nativity, which is a very old Janlin kit. 2007. 2007. And I bought it in 2007. I think. No. I did not buy it in 2007. I do have to go figure out when I bought this. I know I bought it at the house in Wellington, which was before we bought the house in Illyria.
2007 to 2008.
So I did buy it probably right around then. And I did start it pretty quickly after we moved into the house in Illyria. It's not quite 20 years old, and it's not going to live to see 20 years. I mean, it'll be finished. I'm just going to have to... I'm a little worried about FFOing these pieces myself. Alright. I did 3 of my letters for needle felt this for the month, which totals 923 stitches. I have a little bit down here to finish, and then her back stitch, and Mary will be done, so she'll probably be done next time you see her. And then I have Baby Jesus left to finish, and Nativity is done.
Yay!
I don't think I'll finish it all this month, but yay. I do have plans for what's coming into the monthly after that, because I have another stocking I need to stitch on. So we're going to throw that in there. Wednesday night at Needlework Guild, we had a little workshop on needles. Talked about needles, and we made little pin cushions with some steel wool in it to sharpen or to you know, like refine your needles, clean up your needles. It looks like a buckeye.
If you know, you know.
Yeah, we're in Ohio. Last month the project was an Ohio Star quilt block piece. I have the pattern, I just haven't done any of the stitching. It's like a needle book with the Ohio Star quilt block stitched across, you know, embroidered. I haven't done it yet. I'll get there someday. That's all my stitching for the week, y'all. I did no other crafting this week. I was very blah last week. I don't really know why. Today I was very motivated, so that's a decent thing. But I don't know. So haul. He does have haul. He's not stitching, but he's got haul.
I'm not sure I'm going to stitching this weekend unless you keep it up, in case I won't. Person. This is
The trilogy.
The trilogy is the designer?
That's the name of the designer.
Okay, the trilogy Happy Black Cat Day. I'm not kidding about that, by the way. And it doesn't even show up. There's letters on this. I'm not doing them.
There is letters on that. There you go. You focused.
Yeah, I'm not doing the letters. I'm just doing the cat.
Who's just gonna do a kitty?
And this is for a random idea I got. Whether or not I'll actually get to it or not, I don't know.
This is true. This is like a plastic. It's
Plasticata.
It is like a plasticata because it's not a perforated paper and it's not a plastic canvas. It's a little bit floppier than a perforated paper. Or, you know, the stuff you get with Mill Hills.
Yeah, that's actually rigid.
Yeah. I actually picked up 2 rolls of it off of the table because I thought this would be really good for, like, ornaments and stuff, because I do like to do some ornaments that are done on, like, a perforated paper. But I struggle with perforated paper because it's very rigid, so that'll be good. And then I picked up JBW Designs French Country 3, which is a little apple. That'll be a cute little small to work on. And then Hands-On Designs Christmas Collection Part 1, Chalkboard Ornaments. They say be jolly, be merry, and believe. And it did come with the little
thingies
to FFO it. That was it. EGA is Thursday, so I'll probably have more stuff. I might have more stuff. It is what it is. That's like, okay. Why don't we move into, it's going to be a real short video. Why don't we move into plans?
We have a bookmark thing for Needle Guild. That's what I got this for. I'm going to cut it in half, see if I can find some letters and write a little thing on here for funsies.
Funsies. Sorry, I didn't pull up the new Daily 30 weekly like I thought I did. Y'all, has anybody else got Facebook acting crazy lately? Like, there for like 2 weeks, I would save something into a collection, but it wouldn't show up in the collection. And it wasn't removing stuff from collections. And then, over the weekend in Survival of the Stitchiest, we had an event where we had to stitch, to research artists. Artists as in, like, painters. Okay? Like Pablo Picasso, Michelangelo, Da Vinci, Salvador Dali, etc. On our post that I make, Pablo Picasso, half of the group could not see any of the comments on it. I cannot see any of the comments. I looked on my phone, my tablet, and my laptop. They do not exist. But somebody in our group took screenshots of all of the comments that people put on it to show that there were stitches on it. And I'm like, what the heck, Facebook? Ugh. Facebook's been on the crazy train.
Nothing new with those dorks, though.
And it's making me not happy. So, let's go into Daily 30 prompts. We are on roller skating week.
You mean Joe and his butt week?
Basically. We're going to go through all of the prompts and then start figuring things out because I'm not sure how many projects I actually have that fits this stuff. Stitch on a project containing an object with wheels. Prompt 1. Prompt 2. Stitch on a project containing a dancer, gymnast, or skater. Ice skating is fine. Stitch on a project that contains an item of clothing. Stitch on a project containing something you have to stop using a braking mechanism. I just thought of something that fits for that and the wheel one. Stitch on a project that contains an object that can go fast. And the project I just thought of actually has one that would fit that too.
What's that?
Well, there's 2. I got 2. that I know of. Hold on, I gotta find it. Harvest Hall and Patriotic Picnic both have trucks on them that contain wheels. They contain braking mechanisms. The vehicles can go fast, but Harvest Hall has a cat on it, which goes fast, and...
It also contains a wheel.
I just said that.
Okay.
They have trucks on it which contain wheels.
Okay.
They have trucks on it which contain braking mechanisms. The trucks also can go fast, but Harvest Hall has a cat, which goes fast, and Patriotic Picnic has a dog, which can go fast.
A tin, such as a skater or something that contains clothing.
They contain neither one of those. Well, okay. Wait. Would you consider a dog bandana an object of clothing? Or a bandana? And bandana is an object of clothing, wouldn't it be?
Yes.
Okay, so Patriotic Picnic, I'm pretty sure the dogs have bandanas around their necks.
Well, if you don't do that one, do Sunflower Fairy.
For clothing?
Yup. Wait, why do you have two Sunflower Fairies? Okay.
Because I have two Sunflower Fairies. I have the Joan Elliott Sunflower Fairy and the...
Doesn't this have all of those?
I don't know. Hold on. I'm not sure I have the cover photo. Wait, here we go. There's a wheel.
There's something that goes fast.
There's a cat which goes fast.
I was thinking about the horse.
Oh, the horse goes fast. There's clothing. What about a braking mechanism?
There's a braking mechanism on carriages.
There's a bike. It's got brakes.
Mm-hmm.
So fast, clothing, brake, wheel.
Yep. Yep, so that covers all of them.
Yes.
Oh, do that one.
Alright, so we'll do that. We'll do this one.
I was like, which one is, what's that? Oh yeah, I was like, wait a minute, look at that giant sampler thing.
And then 2 would be a pass. And that'll actually stitch relatively quickly, which will be nice this week because I'm very busy this week. Very, very busy this week. Tomorrow we've got to go pick up the church from Pentecost because all the red's out and we got to get that put away. Have to, and then I think we're going to try to do a little bit of planting. If I have time, if we don't take until 12:30 doing the decorating, because that's what happened Friday. Everybody was mad at me because I couldn't stay and help planting, but I had other things to take care of. And it took till 12:30 to decorate. Anyways, moving along. Because Tuesday afternoon, Library Stitch got moved to Tuesday afternoon this week. Then Wednesday, there is a breakfast for one of the church groups that I'm in. I have to go shopping for Sip Sip Hooray, which is Friday night at the church. Thursday is EGA day, so I'm in Medina all day, and Friday is prep for Sip Sip Hooray day.
And actually doing it.
And doing Sip Sip Hooray. I'm busy. Okay. So that's plans for the week. Yay! What would we like these wonderful people who are watching this video to do, darling?
Get their heads examined for watching us this long. I'd go crazy. Oh wait, I'd go crazy because I'm me. Are you gonna beat me up for that one?
Yes. This shirt is not a good shirt to film in.
But in all
I just realized that.
Please like, comment, subscribe, bell notification, all the YouTube stuff. Like, comment, subscribe, bell notification thingy me, Bobby. There we go.
Yes. Tell your friends.
Join the insanity.
Tell your friends to come join the insanity. We hope you had a wonderful time, even though it was short. We hope you enjoyed yourself. We hope you were entertained. We hope to see you next week. Until then, bye.
Bye.